came out to put a couple of cows up that don't come easily and get them going after the wash. A maize here is one of them. And Blondie's in there now. And once I get a maize in, I'm just going to open all the gates up and let the rest have free choice for a couple hours at least. Yeah, because they seem to be coming. Weather there's coming, and she's on the list to come soon, so that's good. And there's another volunteer that went in the pen there. Yeah. So maybe they're starting to get it, and it helps that the robot keeps working now. We had a trouble with, we don't know if it was the lightning that hit it or what happened, because there was a breaker that went off on one of the boxes. But we had troubles with attachment, and it was getting really frustrating over Thanksgiving weekend and having to reboot the computer several times. And so they came out and replaced the computer board in the robot arm, something they said they've rarely ever had to do. And since then it's been working amazingly, so that really will help encourage the cows to come, because no one wants to come if you have to get put through a few times to get milk, and it's not working right. So yeah, these things happen. We gotta get the bugs out in the first couple weeks. So we're getting some more shavings today. The pack's starting to get needing it. They worked it this morning and looks good, but there's a bit of manure starting to stick to the cows a little bit, so that's a sign that you need to add shavings and work that in again. So it's nice, it's not dusty, it's just beautiful. They're really enjoying laying in the pack. We're loving it. They're still all up eating from their morning feeding, a lot of them. Yeah, seems like today may be a good day. Yesterday was not. Spent 3 hours with the robot down getting it fixed. Between it being broken and getting fixed, it was big chunk taken out of the day where they could come to the robot. Here comes our favorite volunteer. Well, I don't know if she's favorite, but she just keeps going through even if it's not her time. If she comes shorter than 5 hours, it kicks her out, so she just goes through and goes through again, taking up space for another cow. It's something else. Yeah, so I'll make sure I get a maize in here before that, and then I can leave the gate open and let them have free choice. First time spreading with the spreader, the sawdust. Those cows sure didn't want to get out of the way. In the new sawdust. Deeper and deeper. Yeah. Starting in this corner this time. Oh, man. Goats, one of the cows we milk in for the milk for use buckets to feed to the calves. And on here you can change a setting so that if you check this off, then the next cow that goes in, it won't rinse, it won't do a quick wash in between. So we're going to put that one for the calves as well. Otherwise it takes time out of your day for a 5-minute wash that you don't normally do between cows, you just a rinse. And then that milk will go into these buckets over here. And I'll have it for feeding the calves. My bottle's ready to go over here. Wash them when I grab extra, I feed them and then I leave them, and then I bring the entrance back and wash them. right after I fed them, so they're ready to go for the next one. The 6 calves I'm feeding right now. So, this grow washer right now, we're using a longer wash system. It actually goes in, washes the teeth, goes out, cleans the brushes, and then goes in and washes them again and blow dries them, which is doing right now. I'll try to catch that on the next cow. I'm just going to find it all by itself. Hopefully works good. Getting her foot. Gonna go up down eating there. When they're all milking good, then the brushes do a rinse. You know that the milk's going good into the lines. There we go. There's milk coming into the jar. There's the screen. You can see the milk coming up from each quarter, how much she's giving. The total milk yield there. The amounts of each quarter. She's getting them more dry, so she doesn't give as much. Her name is Goat. Yeah. I've got the other one ready to go in that we want to keep separate. And then I can go feed my calves. The quarter just came off. What's that?
Is it milk in the milk?
Yeah, it's separating the milk.
Is the cow not to wash?
Yeah. This robot arm has a camera above the cow that when the cow moves, it goes with it. How it knows. And there's also a camera above her head. There's one above her mouth and one above her head. The one above her head tells the robot when she's left the stall. So I'm gonna spray iodine or the post dip on her teats when she's done. Hi. Hi, Goat. Keep dripping off there. Try to see it go on. There's the rinse between every milking. And then he's got the next one in. This is Nugent. This lines out. I assume he's going to cut that milk out. Look at the cow on first. Oh, pumping the milk out. And then over here. That's the milk for my calves. cleaning the brushes. And I'm gonna wash her again. Blow dry each heat as it does it. Easy, that one. And the milk's all pumped out from goat. And it's all over here in this bucket here. I can just pull this off and I can start dumping it into my bottles. Yeah. So on my computer we have a list called a fetch list and a time away list. We got our fetch list completed. So now we're working on cows, getting them early. And it tells you in order when they were, how many hours ago they were at the robot. So Wise here was 12 hours and 33 minutes ago she was at the robot, so she's top of our list. You can see Nugget and Goat on there. Really foamy, I don't know what to do about that. Hardly the bottle's full of actual milk, I'm not going to scare. Wise? So I like to be efficient, and since I'm milking another cow for the calves, I'm not going to rinse this pail. I'm just going to put it back together, and then I have to go to the machine, and I have to mark it as that pail is empty. It shows you there, goat filled pail 1. So I press empty, close, and then they'll put the next milk back into pail 1, and I won't have to clean that one pail. Here's it still milking. And she's still getting the pellets.
Still bloody.
Pardon?
Still bloody.
Oh. Oh yeah. There's her milk levels. She hasn't been feeling well. She has an injured teeth, so I don't know how that happened. Maybe running around, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna finish filling these bottles. Alright. Well, this cow's done. There you can see. That's why that milk's not going in the tank. She's got blood coming out of that teat. That's why it's all pink. We gotta keep milking her because you gotta keep it cleaned out so that she can get better. It's starting to come off. Come on, cow. Some of these back teeth take a lot longer. Way more milk. I'll show you. Shut this door. See that? Way more milk than the front teats. Overall yield of 14.5 liters so far. And it watches the milk. It told us that her milk was no good to keep too. It had been diverting it directly into the sewer because of the quality of the milk. But we thought, well, we'll see if we can use it for the calves or not. We're not sure. One left. After this cow is done, it'll do a 5-minute wash because the milk that's going through calves, I need it. And, but otherwise it does a full wash for 20 minutes every 8 hours. Now I have certain things I have to wash off, like the robot arm inside the robot box here once a day, and certain things I can wash and some things I have to blow off with an air dryer. I need it. You're almost done. I guess you're all done your pellets, eh? Oh, you're a sweet girl. I have to take a lot longer. How much more is it giving? Yeah. It's giving like a liter more than the other fine quarter. Wow. Huh. Trouble that time, maybe because she's a little empty. I don't know. Anyways, here's an example. These pails all don't get marked off as empty, and I get a phone call at the house from the robot telling me that the milk for use pails are full. So this is where your robot is only as smart as the person using it. Sometimes I'm not too smart. So if I don't empty these out, even if they are empty, I don't empty them on here, it thinks they're full. And then I get a phone call in the middle of the night saying the buckets are full. I have to go and shut an alarm off at the barn. So they're all empty, they're all washed, ready to go for the next time. Also have to make sure that this spout is nicely in that hole, otherwise I got milk sprayed everywhere. happened. All right, I'm gonna put the nipples on these bottles and go feed my calves. I'm so happy with the layout of this robot room. I have this beautiful sink that I can wash my bottles in, and I've got one in the utility room too if I want to use it as well. Another thing I do is I stick all the bottles in one of these crates, and I can warm the water and the milk up with this pool by sitting it into the sink, and then they don't fall over. So it works really well. So to give everything a good washing and ready for the next time. Hi, Fussy. He's looking at me. All right, now you can go. Come on. That's it. Oh, you're something else, you are. Yeah. Where you go?
Isn't all that flavor anymore.
No, she's not always the best behaved here. Come on. That's it. Come on. There we go.
No.
Good girl. Wait your turn. We're trying to sneak Angel in so she doesn't have to stand here on the cement very long. But these younger ones are just going to push her out of the way if we're not careful. It's a fine line, a fine balance we play between getting cows in that need it and cows and not discouraging those that come on their own. Otherwise the cows are staying so nice and clean, and look at their feet. Their feet are gorgeous. The foot bath is doing a beautiful job, and the sawdust keep their feet really nice. Super happy about that. Never seen cows' feet so clean since we were doing 4-H.